guys. Ever I chance to meet some old friends on the street, hey, when you're out as a man, get to be this way. I've always got a smiling face, anytime in any place. Every time they ask me why, I just smile and say, you've got to kiss an angel good morning, let her know you think about her when you're gone. Kiss an angel good morning, and you love her like a devil when you get back home. Now people may try to guess secrets of my happiness, but some of them will never learn that it's a simple thing. Well, the secret I'm speaking of is a woman and her man in love, and the answer is in the song that I always sing. You've got to kiss an angel good morning, let her know you think about her when you're gone. Kiss an angel good morning, and you love her like a devil when you get back home. Kiss an angel good morning, let her know you think about her when you're gone. Kiss an angel good morning, and you love her like a devil when you get back home. Good morning, angels. Good to see y'all. Now, don't get too excited. That's all the rock and roll I'm playing today, so don't get too worked up. Here's a new song just came out by the Spice Girls. Goes like this. I'm tired of this dirty old city, entirely too much work and never enough play. And I'm tired of these dirty old sidewalks. I think I'll walk off my steady job today. Turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana, and give me all I've got coming to me, and keep your retirement, your so-called Social Security. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. Oh. country music by Merle Haggard from the early 80s. Now, guys, we're just getting warmed up. We're going to be here till 6 o'clock. And if you have any requests, you make sure and let us know. This band don't use a set list unless Tom Killen gives us one. That's the great Tom Killen on the steel guitar. I'm going to tell some jokes and some truth about Tom today. Thank you. Slam dunk, shack attack, young man. Well, we're about to do some Alan Jackson music in Alan Jackson's bar. Anybody still love Alan Jackson? Well, if you got a drink, raise your drinks with me. If you can't raise your drinks, and damn it, I don't trust you to raise hell when the time comes. On the count of three, everybody holler out where you're from. Swallow in as much as you can. 1, 2, 3, holler! Sounds like America to me. We're all going down to Georgia for this one. Let's all Chattahoochee and chill. Welcome to AJ's, y'all.
To the band, Tom Killen. Why not, man? Come on, man. Oh, I bet you would. That's right. Look, I'm feeling good, Jason. I'm feeling good. Who else is feeling good out there? Yeah, y'all are looking good. It's a damn good-looking crowd, ain't it? This is a real good-looking bunch. Y'all should have seen that group in here yesterday. Whew, Lordy goodness, that was a rough-looking bunch. But this group looks pretty good to me, Tom. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome all y'all into AJ's Good Time Bar. And like I say earlier, we're going to be here till about 6 o'clock. Now, if you have a song request, you make sure and let us know. Now, there's 2 ways to get your songs played. Jason, you told me there's rumors of a third way to get it done. Now, number 1 way is tried and true, historically accurate. All you got to do is throw a little love in the tip jug. Tell us what you want to hear. Number 2, ladies and gentlemen, is a newfangled gadgetry way. It's a scientific miracle brought to you by MySet. All you got to do is scan the QR code. You see them there on your tabletops, your bar tops, or right there on the television screen. Scan that with your smart device. You can request a song from the comfort of your bar stool. And the third way is what, Jason? I always forget.
The third way is to buy the band a drink and we'll play your song.
Or multiple, yeah. And speaking of, that is Cora back behind the bar. And I'll tell you what, I know what you're thinking. You're right. Terrible human being, but probably the best damn bartender you're going to see anywhere behind that bar for the next few hours. So now she does a great job. Please be good to Cora. And welcome in. Let's do some Waylon Jennings. Mark, you're wearing a Waylon shirt, and I think we should do one. All right. Anybody still love Waylon Jennings? If you don't love Waylon, that's okay. Just pretend like I did this song originally, and then you can hate on it. And here it is, some Waylon.
I've been down the Mississippi, on down to New Orleans. Yes, I have. I played in California. There ain't too much that I ain't seen. Well, no, there ain't. Hey, I'm a rambling man. Don't fool around with any old rambling man. I left a girl in West Virginia up there with that green grass grove. Yes, I did. And I've got a girl in Cincinnati waiting where the Ohio River flows. That poor girl. Ooh, and I'm a rambling man. Don't fall in love with any old rambling man. You better move away, standing too close to the flame. And once I mess with your mind, your little heart won't be the same. I'm a rambling man. Don't fall in love with any old rambling man. Up in Chicago, I was known as quite a boy. Yes, I was. Way down in Alabama, they called me the man of joy, and they still do at a boogity boo. Well, I'm a rambling man. Don't fall in love with any old rambling man. Now you better move away, standing too close to the flame. And once I mess with your mind, your little heart won't beat the same. I'm a rambling man. Don't fall in love with any old rambling man. Lord, I'm a rambling man. Don't give your heart to any old rambling man. Oh, I bet you would. Welcome. Thank you. That's some Waylon Jennings. Yeah. I think I'm good. Could I get a little bit more excellence from Tom Killen? No, I'm worried Tom won't be loud enough today. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about Tom Killen over here? Have you noticed this handsome young man? Stage right? Yeah. Tom, it's good to see you. I love playing music with Tom Killen. And my ex-wife loves making sweet music with Tom Killen, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah. But that Tom Killen, I'll tell you what, he is a hell of a steel guitar player, and I'm not just saying that. As much as I know it to be true, George Jones also thought it was true. Tom Killen right there played with the great George Jones for 30 years. Tom, do you remember any of those shows? Not many. Anybody still love George Jones out there? What about George Strait? Y'all like George Strait? Yeah. What about George Jefferson? Yeah, I mean, all the Georges. Yeah, we're here to do it. Let's do some George Jones from the late 1950s, little White Lightning. What do y'all say, huh? I'll tell you what, Mark. We got two Marks on the stage, so what's that make our band name today, Jason? We'd be...
Well, if you use the French word for and, it's Marky Mark.
So we're Marky Mark. I guess that
Mark.
makes us the Funky Bunch. So we got Marky Mark right there, and Tom Killen and the Funky Bunch. Yeah. The Funky Bunch. That's what he calls his harem of my ex-wives. All right, here we go. Though we're gonna do some George Jones music featuring the great Tom Killen. Tom, don't mess it up. Everybody's watching you, son. In North Carolina, way on back in the hills, lived old Pappy and he had him steal. He brew white lightning till the sun went down, and then he filled him a jug and he passed it around. Mighty, mighty pleased at Pappy's corn squeezing. Hiccup, white lightning. Yeah, the chief revenue stew was searching for his place where he made his brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my Pappy kept on cooking. Ooh, some white lightning. I asked old Pappy why he called his brew white lightning instead of Mountain Dew. Took one sip, Lordy, then I knew my eyes bugged out and my face turned blue. Lightning started flashing, thunder started crashing. Brrr, hiccup, white lightning. Thank you, sir. Well, the chief and revenues too was searching for his place where he made his brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my Pappy kept on cooking. Ooh, hey guys, white lightning. Well, the city slicker came, he said I'm tough. I think I wanna try some of the power stuff. He took one slug and he drinking on down there. Moaning as he hit the ground. Mighty, mighty pleasing, your Pappy's corn squeezing. White lightning. Yeah, the TV revenues too. Searching for his place where he made his brew. And they were looking, trying to book him, but my Pappy kept on cooking. Ooh, white lightning. Yeah. Make some noise for Tom Killen. Tom? I don't know about you, Tom, but this is really hard for me to do sober. I'll be very honest. You know, yeah, this band, we all learned our instruments under the influence, and when we try to do this sober, it's like muscle memory's not really kicking in until we get there, you know. I gotta say, this is the worst tasting tequila I have ever had in my life. It's a White Claw tequila. I don't know. It's a, yeah, I know. Tom Killen's wearing a Casamigos shirt. And I tell you, I do like Casamigos, and if you want to see me really enjoy my job, make sure I don't remember it. That's the best way. But welcome into AJ's. Now, we are open for requests. We've got Tom Killen here. I think you should tune that thing. Let's make Danny Muhammad proud and do some Vern Gosdin music, huh? Anybody still like Vern Gosdin? Here's some country music from 1988. Clay, how you been, man? Good to see you. Yeah, this is new country. That's right, Mark. Yeah, I don't know. Singing classic country music and drinking White Claws, I could get fired for this. I mean, yeah. Alan Jackson probably is like, who's these broke country artists up there drinking White Claws and singing that new crap? No, but welcome in, guys. We're going to do this from 1988, featuring the great Tom Killen on the steel guitar. It is a honky-tonk song through and through. It is called Set 'Em Up Joe. They've got a vintage patrol, a 1951. filled with all my favorite records that I grew up on. They got old Hank and Lefty and this B-24. So set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. I'm gonna spend the night like every night before. Not playing 18, I'm gonna play him some more. I gotta have a shot of them old troubadours. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Yeah, set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Hey, my neon neighbors, they like what I play. 'Cause they've heard it every night since you walked away. Every day they replace some B-24. 'Cause every night I run a needle through a walk in the floor. Well, every night I run a needle through a walk in the floor. I'm gonna spend the night like every night before. I'm playing 10, I'm gonna play him some more. I gotta have a shot of them old troubadours. So set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. I said, set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Thank you. So we're in God's the country music. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Where are you from? Oh my goodness. These guys must really either like what we're doing or they just feel plumb sorry for us. Florida boys, what part of Florida? Oh God, I go to the Panhandle some. Yeah, to see my estranged ex-wife.
No, that's
we're
called,
not really
that's called
estranged.
panhandling. That's
Yeah,
not the
oh,
same.
that's right. Yeah, I go down to PCB quite a bit. Yeah. And not PCP. That's what. Yeah, PCB. We got some Florida Panhandle boys in the house. That means they're ready to be rowdy. We got Florida Man on the drums, which means we got to keep him behind this glass case of emotion just for your safety. Yeah. But that is what we call a honky-tonk miracle that just occurred. Jason, would you tell the good people and the bad ones too what a honky-tonk miracle
Well, a
is?
honky-tonk miracle is a very simple concept. It's where we have a honky-tonk hero, or a couple of them. They go to our honky-tonk angel, Miss Cora, behind the bar, and she unleashes her superpower on us.
Yes.
Which, of course, is making booze magically appear on stage for the band. It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. And in honor of a honky-tonk miracle, ladies and gentlemen, it is state law that we must all do the old-fashioned holler and a swallow. So if you've got a drink, raise your drink. If you don't have a drink, then raise your kids right. On the count of three, everybody holler out, yee-haw, then swallow. 1, 2, 3, holler! And swallow. Here we go, Tom, right to the jungle, son. Oh, feels so good when it hits your lips, you know. All right, now, it's good to see some familiar faces. Where are you guys from? Georgia. Well, welcome in from the Aloha. Not the Aloha State. I get that in Hawaii confused a lot. I failed geometry. I'm not sure about much, you know. Well, welcome in, Georgia. Thanks for tipping the band, you guys. That's how you get a song played. If you have a favorite artist or a favorite song, you make sure and let us know, okay? In Florida, make sure you let us know. The guys that came up here making sure that I don't know what the hell I'm doing the rest of the day. If you have a song request, you let us know, whether it involves Tom Killen. Huh? Is Texas in the house? Oh, God. I knew Clay was from Texas. I didn't know he had any friends, though. Thank you, sir. What would you like to hear? Ray Price. We can do some Ray Price. We're going to do a song written by a steel guitar player. And this is a cool song. I'm going to have Mr. Jace a chance to. It was going to either be Heartaches by the Number or Crazy Arms. And I think we should do Crazy Arms. because Jason sings the absolute crap out of this song, and it was written by a steel guitar player, one of my favorites, Ralph Mooney. So we're going to do that if that works for you, young man. Ray Price, king of the country shuffle, you know. You're turning 21 again, sir. We got a birthday in the house, and I'll tell you, it's good to see you. Remember, as long as you're 21, we stop counting in Nashville. That's it. So somebody make sure you buy him a shot in the back rub. We got Texas having a birthday. That means it'll be a full-on revolution here before it's over with. Well, it could be an insurrection if we're not careful. Jason said his grandfather, Lightning Chance, played on this record. Is that true? That's a true story?
He did, yeah. My grandfather, Lightning Chance, was the staff bass player at the Grand Ole Opry for a long time in the 50s and 60s, and did a lot of this early Ray Price stuff.
Old Lightning.
Right there. Yeah, big city kind of thing, you know. 1511, yeah. Now blue ain't the word for the way that I feel, and the storms are brewing in this heart of mine. This ain't no crazy dream, I know that it's real. You're someone else's love now, you're not mine. And I'm crazy arms that reach to hold somebody new. Before my yearning heart keeps saying you're not mine. My troubled mind does soon to another you'll be with, and that's why I'm lonely all the time. Now here's the band. So please take these treasured dreams I had with you and me, and take all the love I thought was mine. Someday my crazy arms will hold somebody new, but now I'm so lonely all the time. Crazy arms that reach to hold somebody new. For my yearning heart keeps saying you're not mine. My troubled mind knows soon to another you'll be with, and that's why I'm lonely all the time. And that's why I'm lonely all the time.
Ray Price by request. Thank you. Jason, we had a curveball thrown at us. I didn't see these requests pop up on our screen up there, but we have some. We have 3 requests came through my side. Where's Kristen? Is Kristen in the house? You wanted some Dwight Yoakam. We got that. And Kendall, where's Kendall? Kendall back yonder. You want some Johnny Bush, Willie Nelson? I don't do Johnny Bush's version of that, but we can do the Willie Nelson version if that'll work for you. And then we have some Farron Young coming out as well. So we're going to do some Farron Young, Willie Nelson music in just a second. That, you know, Farron Young had some great songs. And we're going to get to that. And that's another one your grandfather played with, isn't that right? But we got to do this one going out to Kristen. We are capitalists, and this was the highest request that we had. That's how we rank them. And she wants some Dwight Yoakam called As Fast As You. I'd like to dedicate this to all the race car drivers out there. I think this song's about driving race cars or something. There's something about being a fast, reckless driver. I'm terrible at song meanings, Mark. I don't know. I think.
Driving in the left lane in a highway, left lane,
Yeah, it's a passing lane.
passing lane. Yeah.
Yeah, but you better be going at least as fast as me to go in that lane. You can't be going slower for sure. It's illegal.
That's why they call it say it fast as you.
That's right. Yeah, you got to be as. Yeah, I don't know what this song's about. It's Dwight Yoakam. Maybe someday I'll be strong. Maybe it won't be long. I'll be the one who's tough. You'll be the one that's gonna run. It won't be long, and maybe I'll be real strong. Maybe I'll do things right. Maybe I'll start tonight. You'll learn to cry like me. Maybe let's just wait and see. Maybe I'll start tonight and do things right. You'll control me oh so boldly, rule me till I'm free. Yeah. Do the pain that shakes me, finally makes me get up off of my knees. Hey, hey, yeah. Maybe I'll be fast as you. Maybe I'll break hearts too. I think you'll slow down. Your turn to hurt comes around. Maybe I'll break hearts and be as fast as you. You'll control me oh so boldly, rule me till I'm free. Yeah. If the pain that shakes me finally makes me get up off of my knees. Hey, yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll be fast as you. Maybe I'll break hearts too. I think you'll slow down. Your turn to hurt comes around. Maybe I'll break hearts and be as fast as you. Maybe I'll break hearts and be as fast as you. So good. Yeah, thank you. Howdy, how are you? You what? Which one? Yeah, Are you who requested the Whiskey River? Yeah, okay. We got some Whiskey River coming, and we got some Hello Walls after that. Now, welcome in. Let's go and do it. I'll tell you what, let's go and get that Hello Wall.
Oh, really? Nice.
We're doing Hello Wall. We got some Farron Young music. Anybody still like Farron Young? This is country music coming up. Now, Willie Nelson wrote this song, ladies and gentlemen. Howdy. Thank you so much. Get out of here. Ain't nobody like you.
Did you do this in the record key last time? I can't remember C.
Here's a song Willie Nelson wrote, and I'll tell you what happened with it. Willie was broke, and he needed some money. Farron Young loaned him money when he could have taken advantage of him. It's a long story, and I'm not going to tell all of it. But it ended up going to #1, and when Farron Young took that song to #1 for Willie, and Willie wasn't broke no more, he came in and gave Farron Young a kiss right on the lips. And Farron Young said it was still the best kiss he ever had to this day. As I heard that in an interview back in the early 80s. It's a funny story. Here it goes, y'all. It is some Hello Walls by request. Going out to 1961. Yeah. Maybe 62. I can't remember 63. Somewhere in there. Well, hello, walls. How things go for you today? Don't you miss her? Said she up and walked away, and I bet you dread to spend another lonely night with me. Lonely walls, I'll keep you company. Well, hello, window. Well, I see that you're still here. Aren't you lonely? Since our darling disappeared. Well, look, here's that a teardrop in the corner of your pain. Now don't you try and tell me that it's rain. She went away and left us all alone. Was she glad? I guess we'll all have to get along without her if we can. Hello, ceiling. Well, I see that you're still here. You know I can't sleep. So won't you bear with me while we must all stick together, or else I'll lose my mind. I've got a feeling she'll be gone a long, long time. As a Farron Young by request, thank you. All right, we got to do some Whiskey River. Yeah, thank you guys. And we appreciate y'all. Keep those requests coming, y'all. Anybody still like Willie Nelson music? I hope it's a double shot of Willie, sort of. Yeah, this is a song Johnny Bush had a big hit with, and Willie Nelson, he kind of made it a rock version, I think, kind of a jam band version.
And this is also for Joey Floyd.
Yeah, here we go. Whiskey River, take my mind. Don't let a memory torture me. Whiskey River, don't run dry. I'm drowning in a whiskey river, bathing my memory and mind in the wetness of its soul. Thank you guys. Feeling that amber current flowing from my mind and leaving a heart you left so cold. Whiskey river, take my mind. Don't let her memory torture me. Whiskey river, don't run dry. You're all that I got to take care of me. Won't y'all take care of me? I'm drowning in a whiskey river, bathing my memory and mind in the wetness of its soul. Feeling that amber current flowing from my mind and leaving a heart you left so cold. Whiskey river, take my mind. Don't let her memory torture me. Well, whiskey river, don't run dry. You're all I got to take care of me. Whiskey river, take my mind. Don't let her memory torture me. Whiskey river, don't run dry. You're all that I got to take care of me. What else am I requesting? All right, well, welcome in, guys. Who's having a good time in this honky tonk? Somebody give me a yeehaw. Now, everybody give me a hell yeah. Somebody give my friend Jason a Jameson. He's going to need it to deal with me today. I'm in a mood, son. But I'll tell you what, guys, we're doing all requests right up till 6 o'clock. If you got a song on your heart, a song on your mind, you make sure and let us know. I'm going to come around and say howdy to everybody. I have a rule in our contract is I can't be on stage with them for more than an hour at the same time because it's hard to deal with me for that long. I get it, you know. But let us know if you have a request as I come around, guys. I will have a tip jug. I'm not going to beg you for money. I'm not going to assault you. If you have a song request, let me know. Yes, sir. I don't do it, but I bet these guys might figure something out for you. He wants some George Jones. It's Finally Friday. Yeah. Remember, guys, we don't do that George Jones song. We do some others, but I don't do that one. But I'll tell you what, guys, let me know what you want to hear. Remember, if you don't have cash, that's cool. You can always scan the QR code you see on your tabletops, bar tops, or on that television screen. So let us know what else you want to hear. Here's Mr. Jason Chance with some Merle Haggard music.
Does anybody here still love the late great Merle Haggard? Thank God. This band a few days ago, we did, what was it, 30 Merle Haggard songs? Is that right, Martin? That's probably 30 more that's been played down here all week, I bet. So, yeah, here's one for the honky tonk nighttime people. Well, I'm a honky tonk nighttime man. I can't stand no light. I'm a honky tonk nighttime man. I can't stand no light. let us fall. I know it's time to go. On that big old bass guitar, y'all, here's Mark Robichaux. Back on the drums, y'all, Mark Mazza. One more time, Tom Killen. Well, I'm a honky-tonk nighttime man. I can't stand no light. I'm a honky-tonk nighttime man. I can't stand no light. I get my rest in the daytime. I do my running round at night. I get my rest in the daytime. I do my running round at night. I get my rest in the daytime. Get my rest in the daytime. Get my rest in the daytime. I do my running round at night. The mighty Merle Haggard, y'all. How about a hand for the boys in the band?
Need a home run on Merle Haggard, though.
Yeah, when you get in, when you get here. Let's do Liza Jane, I guess. No, let's do one more last chance. Do a little more 90s country for y'all. We haven't done enough of that today. A little Vince Gill music. One more lap dance. Tom Killen says one more lap dance. That's where his mind is today, I think. y'all. Thank you, folks.
Yeah, what do y'all think about this band up here? I think they're pretty damn good looking, if you ask me. Want to know the truth about it. And we're doing all requests. I'll tell you what we have coming. We have some Conway Twitty music coming up. We got some George Jones and some Johnny Cash and some Alan Jackson, some Tennessee Whiskey, Vernon Gods and John Conn. We got a bunch of stuff coming. Great requests. Some of Jason's favorite artists coming up here. Well, you should see that video I sent Jason the other day of Johnny Paycheck jamming with Merle Haggard and Willie Nelson. We got some great requests. First and foremost, we got some Conway Twitty. I hate it when I get them confused. Going out to Texas. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but Conway Twitty was not his real name. And what was his real name? I forget.
Harold Jenkins.
Harold Jenkins. He looked at a map and just what? He just found a town in Arkansas and a town in Texas and named himself after him. Isn't that right? But we're going to do some Conway Twitty. It's called a slow hand because not everybody does this anymore. Yeah. Anybody else still love Conway? I hope so. got some great requests coming up. We're going to do some Dust on the Bottle in just a second. But first, we have a big old request for some George Jones music. Anybody else still love George Jones? Well, if you missed it when I was bragging on Tom Killen, I think you need to hear it again. Ladies and gentlemen, does anybody see this handsome man over there and say, how did such a handsome man get stuck with such a hillbilly band? I'll tell you what. The truth is, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Killen is probably the best damn steel guitar player well, Tom, you're probably the best on this stage, that's for sure, yeah. And I'll tell you what, for 30 years, that young man played with the great George Jones. I think that's pretty cool. We have a George Jones, so people out there love George Jones. Now, that is really not what he's best known for, ladies and gentlemen. Now, look, see, he knows what's coming. He knows he hates this part. He hates it, but Tom Killen has a few nicknames out there that he has worked hard and he's earned them. Now, Jason, it can't be denied that that is a handsome son of a gun.
Very handsome young fellow.
He's got rugged good looks and a boyish demeanor. I'll tell you can't beat both of them. But I'll tell you, Jason, tell everybody what he is known as.
Well, around these parts, they know of him as the Richard Gere of the steel guitar.
That's right, the Richard Gere of the steel guitar. I'll tell you what, that's well deserved. And out in Hollywood, I have it on good authority that they call Richard Gere the Tom Killen of the silver screen. That's amazing. That is amazing. I tell you what. So if he's not just a pretty face, he is talented, and he did play with George Jones for 30 damn years. We had a big old request with George Jones.
George Jones called him Magnum.
Well, my ex-wife calls him Magnum too, but
True
for two
story.
totally different reasons, I think.
Well, it's because back in the day, in his younger days, out playing with Jones, he had a glorious porn stash. You can watch a bit. What is it, Farm Aid? What year is that? You can see the porn stash.
What is that, 84, 85? Yeah, and he's got a massive mustache. Tom Selleck actually met him and said, you know what? I'm gonna like adopt that character. You know, he named, you know, Tom Selleck. He met Tom Killen and said, that's it. I'm stealing your mustache because I think that's what Magnum PI is missing. And then I'll tell you something else. My ex-wife has been dating Tom Killen for a while now, as she calls him Magnum, but she never knew you had that mustache. Wonder what that's about. I don't even know. I don't get it. All right, here it is. So Tennessee Whiskey going out to you folks that wanted some George Jones. Thank you very much. Featuring the great Tom Killen. Just in case you're wondering, Mark Mazza on the drums drinks Tennessee whiskey, but he doesn't want ice, just straight Tennessee whiskey, yeah. Don't water down that regret, he told me once. I used to spend my nights in a bar room. Liquor was the only love I know, but you rescued me from reaching for the bottle, and you brought me back from being too far gone. Now you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine, and you're as warm as a glass of brandy. I stay stoned on your love all the time. stoned on your love all the time. I stay stoned on your love all the time. Tom Killen, ladies and gentlemen, the great George Jones. Thank you. Big old request. All right, big old request coming out now for some 90s country. This is the epitome of 90s country right here. It is called The Dust on the Bottle. Going out to Brian. Thank you, Hoss. We appreciate you. If 90s country had a DNA, this would be it. This would be the mRNA of 90s. Of conspiracy. 90s country. Thank you guys. When you get disappointed down the street, come back and see us. Happy birthday, Hoss. Appreciate you. You know, that's the same thing Tom Killen told my ex-wife. He said, when you get disappointed, come back and see me. And she goes, well. And she's been back, 3 or 4 times now, hasn't she? Thank you, Brian. This one goes out to Brian. Now, Brian requested this one through my set. All you have to do is scan the QR codes on the tabletops, bar tops, or TV, and you can get and request us on that way. Thank you very much. Lived down the dirt road, made homemade wine like nobody I know. Stopped by one Friday night, I said, now can you help me, Creole? Got a little girl waiting on me and I wanna treat her right. Got what you need, son, as he stepped down the cellar. Reached to the cobwebs and he turned on the light and said, might be a little dust on the bottom. Don't let it fool you about what's inside. There might be a little dust on the bottom. It's one of those things that gets sweeter with time. She was sitting on the front porch as I pulled up the driveway. My old heart was racing as she climbed inside. Pulled over now real close and we drove down Lake Road. Watched the sun fade in that big red sky. Reached down to the front seat and said, well, you're something special. Just been waiting for a night like tonight. There might be little dust on the bottom. Don't let it fool you about what's inside. There might be little dust on the bottom. It's one of those things that gets sweeter with time. time. Only a fool, yeah. So David Lee Murphy, 90s country. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Now, we got a lot of requests we got to get to. Keep those coming, y'all. We got some John Conley, some Vern Gosdin, some Keith Whitley, some Johnny Cash. How about it? Anybody still love Keith Whitley music out there? I hope so. Yeah, I really do like Keith Whitley's music. He's one of my favorite country singers of all time. And you know what? It's a beautiful song, and it's called Miami, Miami. Thank you very much for this request. All right, here we go. Welcome to AJ's, y'all. Some Keith Whitley country music from the mid-1980s coming at you. Everybody talks about those California quakes, but the first time I ever felt your shake was in Miami. Amy touched me, and oh, it shook me. I told her that I loved her and I wanted to stay. She said, be sure, well, I'll call you in L.A. Even in my taxi, I can hear my telephone ring, calling me from Miami, Miami. What took you so long? I thought you'd never call. Miami, oh Miami, Miami, Miami loves me after all. Angels called, said please come back. Said I'm on my way, baby, I ain't even unpacked. I want you, I love you, that's all she had to say. Goodbye and late. Now once again I'm Miami bound. Yeah, wait till it's plain it touches down. 'Cause I know Amy will be waiting that Miami game. I can't wait, Miami, Miami. What took you so long? I thought you'd never call. Miami, oh Miami, Miami, Miami loves me after all. Miami, Miami loves me after all. The great Keith Whitley, thank you guys very much. Great song. Sorry I sing it out of my eyeballs. woke up this morning, my sinuses, man. My sinuses are messed up. I had a dream I had a sinus infection. So I woke up. I was like, man, I don't have one, but I have been singing out of my nose real bad today. Not sure why I'm telling you all that, but it's the truth. Hey, I'm out of booze. I'm gonna tell them that. Mark, do you have any more booze, or are you out? Drummer's out. There's an old saying: if you get the front man drunk, it's just another drunken hillbilly on stage. But if you get the drummer drunk, that's like getting the whole band drunk at the same time. And that's the truth. That's the most efficient way to get us in trouble around here. We got to do some Johnny Cash. I think we should do it, right? Yeah. Anybody still love Johnny Cash? If not, we will stop this song for $20. No, Johnny Cash, we won't stop this song for 20. It'd take an honor to stop this one. It's called The Big River. Without a woman, they're gonna flood you, Big River. I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Met her accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota, and it tore me up every time I heard her draw that southern drawl. Then I heard my dream went back downstream to Borden in Davenport, and I followed you, Big River, when you called. Eyebrows and went on down along. Down by Baton Rouge, River Green, roll it on. Take that woman on down to New Orleans, New Orleans. Go on, I've had enough, done my blues in the gold. She loves you, Big River, more than me. I taught the weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. I showed the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. And the tears I cried for that woman, never gonna flood you, Big River. And I'm gonna sit right here until I die. I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Hey, some Johnny Cash by request. The ghost of Ted Wyman just wandered in. I thought I couldn't tell if it was him or Joshua Chamberlain, but anyway, it's one of my heroes from New England is here. Yeah, good to see you, young man. I can't believe you're upright today. As Brad Wolf said once, he lost 110 pounds last night. I decided to let my ego go, and then it just fell off, Ted. Yeah, it's good to see you, young man. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. You ain't in Cape Cod no more. Yeah. Hey, we're Marky Mark today, Ted. Marky Mark, and that makes us the Funky Bunch over here.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're doing all requests. We have some Gary Stewart, some Vern Gosling, and some John Conley left to do. And we're going to get to those right meow. All right, anybody still love Vern Gosling? This will be our second Vern Gosling song of the day. All right, here's some Vern Gosling by request, y'all. We're going to get this, and we've only done this a handful of times. And then we have some Alan Jackson after this one. Oh, wait, no, John Conley did some Alan Jackson. All right, here it is. So Vern Gosling by request. All right, guys, here we go. By request, and we've never done this song together, but we've done it separately. That sounds weird, but we're going to try to put our forces together and get this one done. Welcome to AJ's Good Time Bar. We hope you're having a damn good time. So Vern Gosling, it's called "It Ain't My First Rodeo." Say your mama called and you must go. She's down in the bed and needs you so. You don't know if you'll be coming home tonight or not. Honey, ain't your mama sick a lot? Lately your head hurts every night. Could it be you wear your clothes too tight? Since you don't seem to hear or see a thing I say or do, then I know there's nothing I can do for you. This ain't my first rodeo. This ain't the first time this old cowboy's been thrown. This ain't the first I've seen this dog and pony show. This ain't my first rodeo. Telling me you've lost your wedding band. Somehow you say it slipped right off your hand. When I ask about those boxes stacked there by the door, you say it's just some things you don't need no more. I didn't make it all the way through school, my mama didn't raise any fool. I may not be the Einstein of our time, but honey, I'm not dumb and I'm not blind. This ain't my first rodeo. This ain't the first time this old cowboy's been through. This ain't the first I've seen this dog and pony show. This ain't my first rodeo. This ain't my first rodeo. This ain't the first time this old cowboy's been through. This ain't the first I've seen this dog and pony show. This ain't my first rodeo. Spring Gospel by request. Thank you. Thank you guys. He does, yeah. Oh, God. Don't worry. They drink vicariously through me, Ted. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Ted Wyman is in the house. And Ted and I have both been fired by some of the worst establishments on this street. I won't tell you which ones. They rhyme with... Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not going to say it. Hey, now, Tom? Hey, Ted is a working man. He is an elitist from New England, and he just doesn't believe in being able to support steel guitar players. Ted, thank you. This is my friend Ted Wyman. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a legend in his own mind. No. You know how this goes. You're mighty handsome. Yeah, good to see you, sir. Let's all have a drink. If you got a drink, raise your drink. And if you can't raise your drinks, you're going to have to raise your standards, damn it. I said get your drinks up. Don't get my hopes up. Just get your drinks up. On the count of three, everybody holler out, hell yeah, then swaller in. 1, 2, 3, holler. And swaller. Cheers. Oh, just like Mama used to make. Guys, we got to do some Alan Jackson music by request. Anybody love Alan Jackson? I hope so. You're in his bar. We're going to do one of my favorites by Alan Jackson. It's called Drive. You'd be driving me crazy. All right. So here it is. And then we still have some John Conley coming up for you. Here we go. My request, guys. Beautiful song. I do love this song. It is great. If you guys love Alan Jackson, check it out. And check out some of his stories he tells about this song. It really is a beautifully written song called Drive. Paint red, stripe was white, they're 18 feet from the bow on the stern light. Second hand from a dealer in Atlanta, rode up with Daddy when he went there to get her. Put on the shine, put on the motor, built out of love and made for the water. Ran her for years till the transom got rotten. Years of my childhood that'll never be forgotten. It was just an old plywood boat, 75 jumps, an electric choke. A young boy, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feel, and I would steer it left and make it white. He'd say, can't beat the way an old woodboard rides. Just a little lake across the Alabama line, but I was king of the ocean when Daddy let me try. Just an old half-ton short bed Ford my uncle bought new back in '64. Daddy got it right 'cause the engine was smoking, a couple burned valves. He had her going. He let me drive her. We'd haul off a load down the dirt strip where we'd dump trash off the thick bin road. out to them fellas, smiling like Eve. They just received a medal. It was just an old hand-me-down Ford with 3-speed on the column and a definite door. A young boy, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feel. And I would press that clutch and keep it right. He'd say, a little slower, son, you're doing just fine. Just a dirt road with trash on each side, but I was narrow and pretty where Daddy let me try. I'm grown up now, 3 daughters of my own. I let them drive my old Jeep across the pasture at her home. Maybe one day they'll reach back in their file and pull out that old memory. Think of me and smile and say, just an old worn out Jeep, rusty old floorboards are hot on my feet. A young girl, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feel. And I would turn it left and steer it right. Straighten up, girl, now you're doing just fine. Just a little valley by the river where we drive, and I was high on a mountain where Daddy let me drive. Daddy let me drive. Oh, he let me drive. Just an old plywood boat, 75 Johnson, and electric Joe. Thank y'all very much. Some Alan Jackson by request, y'all. All right, we got a couple more requests, and we're going to turn it over to Jason Chance to do these. I'm going to come out and say howdy to you, find out what we can do that you want to hear. And if I can do it right, I will. If I can't do it right, I won't. I'll do it the wrong way to prove a point is what I'll do. Or we'll do some serious negotiating. Now, we'll have a tip jug with me. Remember, guys, we're not used car salesmen. We're not trying to be these guys that beg you for money or shake you down for everything you got. What we want, nothing wrong with being a used car salesman, just something wrong with being a sleazy one. That's what I said. But let me know if you do have a request, whether it's old country or even older. You let us know. Even if Tom Killen doesn't know it, we might try it for you. Thank you, guys, and welcome to AJ's Good Time Bar. Here's some Gary Stewart by request, followed by some John Conley.
An empty glass, her last cigarette. Yeah, it's closing time. I'm drunk again. Somehow I'll make it home, cry myself to sleep. That's the way my day ends every night for me. Every night I'm in some old bar, pouring whiskey on a heart that's on fire, easy thing. Each night for me always ends the same, with an empty glass, a last cigarette. Yeah, it's closing time. I'm drunk again. Somehow I'll make it home, cry myself to sleep. That's the way my day ends every night for me. Every night I'm in some old bar, pouring whiskey on a heart that's on fire. Forgetting you ain't no easy thing. Each night for me always ends the same, with an empty glass, a last cigarette. Yeah, it's closing time. I'm drunk again. Somehow I'll make it home, cry myself to sleep. Yeah, that's the way my day ends every night for me. Yeah, that's the way my day ends every night for me. Oh, Gary Stewart song by request there, y'all. Thank you, folks. Now, I want to mention this is the third largest dance floor in the Southeast. Oh, yeah, it's not. I'm just kidding. But you can get out here and dance if you want to belly up on somebody. We got one more, we got an old John Conley song we got to do. This is another belly rubbing song. G, we got to do rose-colored glasses. Yeah, that'd be cool. This is like Grand Ole Opry Run 01 right here, y'all. John Conley's done this song on the Opry for 11 years, I think. Comes out there looking like somebody's uncle about to mow the lawn, you know. I always thought that when I was a kid. I used to go to the Grand Ole Opry quite a bit. My grandfather worked there for a long time, and my dad worked there a bunch too. And I'd see John Conley, and I'm like, that guy does not look like a country singer. He really doesn't. He just looks like Uncle John that lives 2 doors down, about to get out on his tractor and mow the lawn. But anyway, here's rose-colored glasses, y'all. You want the kickoff or no? Are you doing the kickoff? Okay. Hey, you know what? We'll pay that little 7 All right, y'all, some John Conley by request. I don't know why I keep on believing you need me when you've proved so many times that it ain't true. I can't find one good reason for staying. Maybe my leaving rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through show only the beauty, 'cause they hide all the truth, and they let me hold on to the good times, the good lines, the ones I used to hear when I held you. And they keep me from feeling so cheated, defeated, when reflections in your eyes show me a fool. But these rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through show only the beauty, 'cause they hide all the truth. So I just keep on hoping, believing that maybe by counting that many times that I've tried, you believe me when I say I love you, and I'll lay these rose-colored glasses aside. But these rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through show only the beauty, 'cause they hide all the truth. Classic country music, y'all. John Conley by request. Thank y'all for being kind to Russell Brown as he comes along with our tip jug. We certainly appreciate that. He's got to meet, is it your probation or your parole officer later tonight? Probation officer, okay. You got it knocked down. Got some great requests, y'all. We got a Johnny Paycheck song we got to do. We'll do this one with the band before Russell gets back up. This song is by a guy that actually shot another guy in the head. It don't get any more outlaw country than that. But the story goes that after he shot the guy in the head and he ran out of the bar, he said, "Wait, come back, I won't shoot you no more." So here's a Johnny Paycheck song, y'all, called "The Only Hell My Mama Ever Raised" by request. It is true, yeah, it's absolutely true. I won't shoot you no more. The one, right? BC, me and Tom, after you, after that, yeah. Tell my mama short on loving me. I guess that's why she let me go so far. Mama tried to stop me short of stealing. I guess that's why I had to steal that car. Well, she told me not to smoke it, but I did, and it took me far away. And I turned out to be the only hell my mama ever raised. Well, I rode into Atlanta, stolen tags and almost out of gas. I had to get some money, and lately I learned how to get it fast.
All right, party's over, boys. What do y'all think about this band up here? Do you like them? I think they, yeah, if we can only find a more handsome, well, no, we can't find a more handsome steel guitar player. Never mind, I'll tell you what. These guys do a great job. We're doing all requests up till about 6 o'clock tonight. And I just want to say thank y'all for being so damn kind to me as I came around. I do say this a lot, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, that kindness and gratitude still matter a hell of a lot in this world, and I just want to say thank y'all for being kind to me. Thank you for supporting live music. Thank you. We can't do it without you. Now, we have some jambalaya coming up in a few minutes, and yeah, we do. We've got jambalaya. Hold on now. I'll tell you what else we got. We got some Conway Twitty, some tight-fitting jeans coming up, and we've also got some Merle Haggard, Are the Good Times Over for Good. But first, y'all, I have to do this one here. This young man back there has been very nice to us a couple different times. And he asked me for an Alan Jackson song that I didn't know. And I hate it, you know, when I get asked about an Alan Jackson song and I can't do it, especially when I'm in Alan's bar. But we do a whole lot of Alan Jackson. And he negotiated with me like the gentleman he is. He wanted to hear a Cody Jinks song. Thank you, sir. Great request. And Cody Jinks is one of my favorite artists. Anybody out there like Cody Jinks or ever heard of him? If you've never heard of Cody Jinks, please look him up. He's an independent artist out of Fort Worth, Texas. And he doesn't like Nashville scene country music, and he doesn't like the Austin Red Dirt scene. He's somewhere in between, and he's proud of that. Here's one by Cody Jinks called I'm Not the Devil. Thank you, sir, for this request. I'm not the devil you think that I am. There ain't no excuse, but I'm just a man. Slipped and I fell, Lord, it got out of hand. But I'm not the devil you think that I am. Well, it wasn't no gun they held to my head. Got caught up believing some lies that were said. In a moment of weakness, I stumbled and I made my bed. I'm not the devil you think that I am. There ain't no excuse, but I'm just a man. Slipped and I fell and it got out of hand. I'm not the devil you think that I am. Now there's 10,000 reasons for you not to stay, and no one could blame you if you want it that way. It might take some time, but I'll show you I'm worth the wait. I'm not the devil you think that I am. There ain't no excuse, but I'm just a man. Slipped and I fell, Lord, it got out of hand. But I'm not the devil you think that I am. I'll spend forever to do all that I can to prove I'm not the devil you think that I am. I'm not the devil. Thank you. Some Cody Jinks by request. Anybody out there like Eric Church music? I hope so. As soon as the band gets back, we got some jambalaya, some tie-fitting jeans, and some Merle Haggard coming up. Here's an Eric Church song. Now listen, guys, if you're wondering about me, if you're wondering and you're worried, you should be, because I am almost out of booze, but I do drink tequila. And I've been known to drink a lot of Jack Daniels before, but I quit drinking it because I got tired of it kicking my ass. And people say, well, don't tequila kick your ass? Like, well, yeah, of course it do. But at least before that happens, I at least learn how to dance. I make some new friends. I do all that sort of thing. I have grown allergic to Jack Daniels in my old age. I found that every time I drink it, I break out in handcuffs, and it's a bad situation. But here's an Eric Church song about a similar thing called Jack Daniels. It goes almost like this. Now, I've got a reputation that's going around. I ain't never been the kind to back down. I've thrown a punch or two and I gave a few black eyes. Jack Daniels kicked my ass good last night. Hung in pretty good for a round or two, but it don't fight fair like Daddy taught me to. I remember he turned my head and then he snuck up from behind. Jack Daniels kicked my ass good last night. I always thought this heart was made of steel and bulletproof. Cover tail lights, fading brakes, and running too. I guess every Superman has got a kryptonite. Jack Daniels kicked my ass good last night. White and bleed and I ain't a black or blue. Well, it ain't hard to tell who got the better of who. In the morning light I'm hard to recognize, 'cause Jack Daniels kicked my ass good last night. I always thought this heart was made of steel and bulletproof. Well, the memory of my taillights, faded brakes, it right into. Every Superman has got a kryptonite. Jack Daniels kicked my ass good last night. That black label was like black powder for my soul. My head feels like a bomb about to blow. I'm happy inclined to give that fuse a light and let Jack Daniels kick my ass. Right here at Alan Jackson's Good Time Bar in Nashville, Tennessee. All damn dead one more time tonight. So Eric Church music right there. Thank you. All right, we've got some more requests getting the band back together. Hey, Cora, I have a special request for you, if you don't mind. I'm sorry. That's my friend Ted Wyman. I would like to do one more drink with Ted, if you can make sure that Ted gets a tequila and I get whatever's left of it. I'm sorry to order from the stage. I hate that, but I don't want Ted to walk out and remember it, so thank you. We got to do some Hank Williams Sr. music coming up right now. Then we got some Mighty Merle Haggard and some Conway Twitty coming up. We got Jambalaya in the key of C. All right, here you go. Some Hank Williams Sr. right there coming at you. And Hank Williams Jr. also did it. My favorite version of this song was done by Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, Leon Russell, and old man Kershaw playing the fiddle. And it was the wildest thing you ever seen. I bet none of them remember doing it. It's funny as hell. Huh. You know, there was a guy, we can do it. Jason said, we don't have a fiddle for that song. You're right, but we can do it. But it's not as bad as the guy that asked us if you're going to play in Texas, you got to have a fiddle in the band. He wanted that one. I was like, I don't do that song without a fiddle player. I mean, we could do it up until we get to a point and say that's why we don't play in Texas, because we don't have a fiddle in the band. All right, here's one for a Louisiana man, though, back there in the back. They wanted some jambalaya. All right, here's some jambalaya by request. Goodbye, Joe. Me gotta go. Me oh my oh. Me gotta go. Pull the B road down on the bayou. My Yvonne, sweetest one, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we're gonna have a bigger fun on the bayou. Jambalaya and crawfish pie and a filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my Michelle's meal. Big guitar, fill fruit jar, and big ale. Son of a gun, we're gonna have big fun on the bayou. Well, Thibodeau and the Fontenot and the blazes buzzing. Kim Volcan, see Yvonne by the dozen. Dress in style, go hog wild and be gay, oh. Son of a gun, we're gonna have a big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya and a crawfish pie and a filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my Michelle's meal. Big guitar, fill fruit jar, and be gay. Son of a gun, we're gonna have big fun on the bayou. I bet you would talk, Hillary. Well, later on, swap me mom, get my B-roll. That's a boat, you know. I'm gonna go and catch all the fish down in the bayou. Swap me mom, get Yvonne what she need, oh. Son of a gun, we're gonna have a big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya and a crawfish pie, a filet gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see my Michelle's meal. Big guitar, fill fruit jar, and big ale. Son of a gun, we're gonna have big fun all the bayou. Son of a gun, we're gonna have a big fun all the bayou. Yeah, it's a jambalaya by request. Thank you. Apparently, we got some rowdy people from Louisiana in here. You want some conversation? We got you. We got you. Uh-huh. All right, old man. This was my fault, boys. Ted Theodore Wyman. It's always good to see you. Cheers. Oh, yeah, he plays at 10 o'clock. That's only, you got 4 hours, 4.5 hours, 5 hours to either drink more or sober up. Right, you haven't missed it, but there's some you haven't quite landed. All right, we got to do some Merle Haggard, some Wagon Wheel, and some Conway Twitty coming up. Here's one called Are the Good Times Really Over for Good? Going out to our friends from Florida, right here. I was happy to finally be able to accommodate that young man. You know, Jason. He said, when I had to leave the other day, y'all were playing across the street. He said, but when I left, y'all had 29 Merle Haggard songs. And I said, yeah, we ended up doing 30 that day. It's amazing. And this is only our third one today. That's pretty bad. But this goes out to Florida, and I dedicate it to Tom Killen, called Are the Good Times Really Over for Good? See you, brother. I wish a buck was still silver back when the country was strong. It was back before Elvis, before Vietnam War came along. Before the Beatles and yesterday, when a man would still work and still could. Is the best of the free line behind us now? Are the good times really over for good? Are we rolling downhill like a snowball headed for hell? With no kind of chance for the flag or the Liberty Bell. I wish a Ford and a Chevy, they would still last 10 years like they should. Best of the free line. Are the good times really over for good? I wish Coke was still cola, but a joint's a bad place to be. It was back before Nixon lied to us all on TV. Before microwave ovens, when a girl would still cook and still chop wood. The best of the free life behind us now. Are the good times really over for good? I'll be running downhill like a snowball headed for hell. With no kind of chance for the flag or the Liberty Bell. I wish a Ford and a Chevy, they would still last 10 years like they should. The best of free life behind now? Are the good times really over for good? Stop rolling downhill like a snowball headed for hell. Stand up for the flag and let's all ring the Liberty Bell. Let's make a Ford and a Chevy, they'll still last 10 years like they should. The rest of the life is still yet to come, and the good times, I say the good times ain't over for good. It's Merle Haggard by request. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Big old request for that one. We got some Conway Twitty, some tight fitting jeans coming up. That's what we do. All right, guys, here we go. We got some Conway Twitty by request. Thank you very much. It's some tie fitting jeans.
You got the outro. I'll do the fiddle part. That's the first solo.
These jeans are getting a little bit baggy on me. Yeah, I do. I need some of them fancy stretcher out jeans, you know, them little skinny jeans. I don't know if they'd hire me here if I still wear skinny jeans, though, if I wore them here. They'd probably not. They probably wouldn't let me wear them anymore. She tried to hide it by the faded denim that she wore, but I knew she'd never been inside a bar before. I felt like a peasant who had just had met a queen, and I knew I saw right through those tight-fitting jeans. I asked her, what's a woman like you do it here? I can see you're used to champagne, but I'll buy you a beer. She said, you got me figured out, but I'm not what I seem. And for a dance, I'll tell you about these tight-fitting jeans. She said, I'm earning money and I'm used to wearing pearls, but I always dreamed of being just a good old boy's girl. So tonight I left those crystal candlelights to live a dream. And partner, there's a tiger in these tight-fitting jeans. We danced every dance, the Lord, the beer that we went through. Satisfied, I did my best to make her dream come true. As she played out her fantasies before my eyes, it seemed our girl came alive in those tight-fitting jeans. In my big old request for that one, y'all. We're doing all requests here at AJ's up till 6 o'clock, so keep those requests coming, y'all. And if we can't do it the right way, we'll do it the wrong way if we have to. I mean, that's just the way it is. We are open for requests. No, we got to do some Wheels of the Wagon go round and round for our friend from D.C. She's been good to us. And she says she's originally from North Carolina, and she got friends here from Texas. Is that right? And they've been really good to us today. So we're going to do this one here. This song was originally written at least halfway by a guy named Bob Dylan. And then some fellas by the name of Old Crow Medicine Show came around and finished it up. And then a fella by the name of Darius Rucker took it to the moon and back here a few years ago. But out of all those folks, nobody got the geography right in this. Man down the coast did 17 hours. I'm picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. Hoping for Raleigh, I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, yeah, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, yeah, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in a small town string band. My baby plays the guitar and I pick a banjo now. And the North Country winters kept getting me down. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave town. Well, I ain't going back, living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, yeah, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like a wind in the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, yeah, mama, rock me. Walking due south out of Roanoke, I caught a trucker out of Italy, had a nice long tow. He's headed west to Cumberland Gap from Johnson City, Tennessee. And I gotta get a move on before the sun. Yeah, my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least we'll die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, yeah, mama, rock me. Said rock me, mama, like the wind in the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, yeah, mama, rock me. Well, rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, yeah, mama, rock me. I said, rock me, mama, like the wind in the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, yeah, mama, rock me. I said, hey, yeah, mama, rock me. I said, hey, yeah, mama, rock me. Yeah, it's a Darius Rucker going out to our friends over here. Thank you. Sometimes you gotta do some songs to remind you you're still on Broadway, Mark. I've been spoiled by not having to play a lot of Broadway songs. Tom Killen, they call him the king of Broadway. They don't call you that anymore?
What do you say, Magnum? Is that true?
The Richard Gere of the steel guitar, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Killen. Now, one thing I know about Tom Killen is he loves fishing, he loves playing steel guitar, he loves country music, he loves Jason Aldean. No, okay. You love three of my ex-wives, that's for daggone sure. And
He loves farming.
He doesn't love farming. He loves getting paid for farming. That's what I say. You know? He hates farming. He is a farmer, though. He has the third largest cattle farm in the state of Kentucky, the second largest sweet corn farm in the southeast, believe it or not, yeah. And he's got that new project, that hemp you planted. I heard that was a good season, but
But he's got a poppy field.
no,
back
I
there,
heard
too.
that the bad weather killed it. That poppy field, man, it was a good effort you did on that hidden 30 acres. Yeah, I got hidden back there. You had those poppies growing; they were looking good, and we had that late freeze last year, and it got them. Man, I'm sorry about that, Tom. I know that was a good cash crop for you. Yeah. But that is Tom Killen, and he dates three of my ex-wives, and then I realized we haven't done a George Strait song all day, and I think we should probably do some George Strait about Tom Killen and my ex-wives called All My Exes Live Somewhere South of Oklahoma. Now, anybody from Texas in here? Right there, right? So in Texas, they have a saying. It says, remember the Alamo. Tom Killen, my ex-wives, they have a saying at the beginning of every month. They text me and say, hey, son, remember the alimony. That's right, yeah. So let's do this with some George Strait out of Compton right here. It's called All My Exes Live at Tom Killen's. They live in Texas. That's how it goes. You ain't right, Tom. I tell you what, you ain't right. Don't mess it up, Tom. Everybody's watching now. All my exes live in Texas. And Texas is a place I dearly love to be. But all my exes live in Texas. That's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Rosetta's down in Texarkana wanted me to push her broom. Sweet Eileen's in Abilene, she forgot I'm on the moon. And Allison's in Galveston somehow lost her sanity. And Dimples, who now lives in Temple's gone along looking for me. All my exes live in Texas. And Texas is a place I dearly love to be. But all my exes live in Texas. That's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. I bet you would. I remember that old Frio River where I learned to swim, and it brings to mind another time where I wore my welcome then. With transcendental meditation, I go there each night. I always come back to myself long before daylight. All my jazz hands. Jazz hands. Oh, man. We got a great story here. This young lady just came up here with, I thought she was handing me a song request, you know? That's normally what it is. Somebody will put $1 million in or, you know, some money in a tip jug and hand us a request written on a napkin. Sometimes Tom Killen gets phone numbers written on matchbooks. He's been doing that for a long time. But listen, Tom, you're going to relate to this. So this lady says, true story, I'm delivering this message for a friend of mine. They wanted me to say, Dear Tom, I am so nervous to speak to you. I cannot believe. But I wanted to write out how I feel. Upon watching your band and gazing upon your mythical aura on the stage, I have been moved to an emotional place that I haven't felt, I can't understand what that word is, in a long time. I've never considered myself to be much of a groupie or a Band-Aid, but I see you sitting there behind that steel guitar, behind your steel wall of emotions, and I wonder what it would take for me to break through to that heart of yours. I cannot wait to feel your hands on me as they glide across the 20 strings you have on your steel guitar. The only difference is with me, there are no strings. Please meet me in the alley after the show for a shot of back rub and some sweet, sweet music. XOXO, love, Robert. Hey. Hey, Tom Killen just said, he said lips are lips and love is love. That's what Tom Killen said. Hey, here we go. But now the truth is, I want to read it. The young lady walks up here with it said, true story, all my exes live in Texas. That's why I hang my hat in NYC. That's pretty awesome. If I would have known it, I would have sang it for you, darling. But I'll tell you what, thank you very much. Make some noise for Tom Killen for being a good sport. And yeah. Tom Killen spent 30 years with George Jones, so he's used to that nonsense.
Well, you talked about Tom. I'm thinking about Mark over here on the bass, and it reminds me of those 3 rules that Alan Jackson came up with recently.
Oh, Mark. So, guys, check it out. If you're watching online or you're here, I've got to tell you some very important rules about this honky-tonk. There used to be 2 rules to play here, guys.
2 rules.
It was 2 rules. And then we played with Mark the other night, and Alan Jackson called us for a teleconference in the morning, 6:30 a.m. And he said, boys, you know, there's always been 2 rules, but I'm making a new rule for you. We said, what's wrong, Big Al? That's what Mark calls him. I would never call Alan Jackson Big Al, but Mark calls him
They're all
Big
big
Al.
to me, but he's really big, you know?
And he said, boys, I want to go over something with you. He said, you know, there was 2 rules, but I had to put a new rule number 1 in. He said, so now there's 3 rules. Number 1, Mark Robichaux has to keep his shirt on during the shows. And, you know, Mark, I was very disappointed, but I understood why. We were playing, it was a late night gig, we're feeling good about it. Mark's over here, he's rocking out, the stage lights are on him, he's glistening. He's, you know, he's just looking great. There's a line of women here, a couple dudes too, whatever, doesn't matter. You know, everybody's just trying to get close to Mark, and I understand. But, you know, shirtless Mark is just Dangerous Mark, and that's his nickname, Dangerous Mark Robichaux on Broadway. That's, everybody knows him as that. So Alan said, make sure he wears a shirt the entire time. Thank you, Hoss. And he's kept his shirt on all day. It's a Waylon Jennings shirt, and I think that's pretty awesome. So rule number 1, thank you, brother. Make some noise for Mark Robichaux on the bass right there, keeping his shirt on. Yep. And that's rule number 1, taken care of. Rule number 2, he said, remember, fellas, it's not called Alan Jackson's Bad Time Bar. It's not called Alan Jackson's just okay time bar. We tried that, it didn't work. He said, it's called the Good Time Bar. I even wrote a song about it. So make sure people are having a good time. Are y'all having a good time at Alan Jackson's bar? Okay, so we got 2 of the rules.
2 rules down.
And the 3rd rule really upset Tom Killen. Because Tom Killen's been working on this new jazz fusion thing he's been doing. But Alan Jackson said, boys, remember rule number 3 is behind you. It says keeping it country. You're not allowed to play anything but country music or something that at least sounds country. And Tom Killen said, excuse me, Big Al, sir, does that mean we can't play Country Girl Shake It For Me there? Because I love that song. He said, no, Tom, you can't play that. He goes, what about some crappy 90s rock music? And he said, no, let them go to some other sleaze joint down the road to hear 90s rock. He said, in my place, we're playing traditional, classic country music. And I think we've been keeping it country today.
I mean, all joking aside, this is the only bar in this district that plays exclusively country music, which truly did come straight from Alan Jackson. I think that's an incredible idea, of course. You can go up and down the street and you can hear all the 90s rock you want to hear, played poorly, if you want to. But right here, we play country music.
That's right. It's got to be country. Hey, where's Jarrett? Is Jarrett in the house? Jarrett? Okay, listen, I don't do that song by Alan Jackson. Is there another Alan Jackson song or another song we can do for you? Any Alan Jackson? All right. I didn't know that. For Robert, yes. Oh, Robert, thank you, darling. Hey, she lives in NYC because her exes live in Texas. She had to get a completely cultural, a whole new culture around her. So we have NYC and DC in the house by way of Texas. Where are y'all from right here? Wyoming. That's cowboy country out there. Big Sky, Wyoming. Good to see you guys. Welcome in. I hope y'all are having a good time in Nashville. We had a request for some Alan Jackson. We're going to go ahead and do it for you right here. It's called Don't Rock the Jukebox and Don't Juke the Rock Box. Goes like this.
Perfectly timed song for the story we just told, for sure.
Yeah, Tom. Don't rock the jukebox. I want to hear some Jones. My heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stones. I don't feel like rocking since my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox. Play me a country song. Before you drop that quarter, keep one thing in mind. You got a heartbroken Billy standing near in line. Been down in the long days since my baby left. Before you spend your money, baby, could I make one request? Don't rock the jukebox. I wanna hear some Jones. And my heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stones. I don't feel like rocking since my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox. Play me a country song. I bet you will. George Jones. Yeah, my heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stones. I don't feel like rocking, says my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox, play me a country song. Now rock the jukebox, play me a country song. Oh, some country music, thank you. What do y'all think about this band and Mr. Tom Killen on the steel guitar? If y'all like him half as much as my ex-wives like him, he'll be a busy man tonight. But I'll tell you what, I think he does a damn good job sometimes, really. And sometimes, look at him. You can hurt his feelings, and when you hurt his feelings, he gets ornery. He played with George Jones for 30 years. You can't hurt his feelings. Hey, Tom, did you ever meet Ralph Mooney? You did? Was he sober or were you sober? Nope. Okay. Well, Ralph Mooney is one of my favorite steel guitar players, but I got to tell you all the truth. Tom Killen is my all-time favorite steel guitar player. And I got to tell y'all, tell the story, but Tom Killen is going into the studio. Have you already gone in with Morgan Wallen? Have you recorded with Morgan yet? Not yet. Tom Killen is about to record on Morgan Wallen's new record. I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, and he played 30 years with George Jones and 3 years with Daryl Singletary. And I'll tell you what, Tom Killen does a great job. I think we should get him fired up. With my second favorite steel guitar player's lick is Mr. Ralph Mooney, some Rainy Day Woman. Waylon Jennings coming at you, featuring the great Tom Killen. Don't mess it up, Tom. People are watching. y'all think about Tom? Do you like him or no? My ex-wives love him, I'll tell you what. But I'll tell you, we are open for requests. Remember, guys? Oh, we are not. Hold on. We got some Boot Scootin' Boogie. Jarrett, we're going to do some Amanda for you. Bob, we're going to do some, I don't know that song, Bob. Come on, Bob. Oh, never mind. I thought Bob was just telling me something sweet. Said, you'll always be my baby girl. And I was like, the hell I will, Bob. You don't know me like that. I don't know that Alan Jackson song. Does anybody know it?
That's not the first time somebody said that to you.
Is Bob in the house? Bob, I don't know that Alan Jackson. I'm going to come talk to you, though. Let me know what else we can do for you. We got some Boot Scootin' Boogie we got to do, some Amanda we're going to do, and an Alan Jackson or whatever else Bob wants to hear. Guys, if you're just joining us, welcome to AJ's Good Time Bar. We are here till 6 o'clock. You let us know what you want to hear as I come around. I have a tip jug with me, but don't be offended. Don't feel like you're obligated to tip. We never have a cover charge on the door. We just charge you $20 damn to leave, so you might as well ask for your favorite song instead, yeah. And I want to remind you about Cora. Now, my mama always said, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's Cora behind the bar. But no, she does a great job. I'll tell you what, she is one of the best bartenders anywhere behind that bar right now. And I tell you what, she will take good care of you. And I promise if you take good care of her, you'll feel better about yourself later on. Thank you guys for being good to us. Please be good to her. And let me know what you want to hear as I come around. All right, here's some Brooks and Dunn coming up. Why don't you say it?
This is for Griffin and my sister Michelle.
Yeah, that means more to them than some hillbilly just saying it. That's Mark Robichaux right here on the bass.
They're fans of Rooster Brown, though.
I've only known Mark for about 5 years, but I've only played with him just the second time. This guy has turned me down so many times that I started to say, why am I not good enough for you, Mark? What will it take? And then he said, how much time do you have? I said,
I was booked.
he said, I'm a busy man. I ain't got time for your nonsense. I said, well, and I'll tell you what, I bailed him out of jail twice the other day, and he owed me.
Thank you so much.
You're
for that.
welcome.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
see
It's
how
great. It really feels great. To
see
be out.
how it is when somebody needs you every now and
I'm
again.
feeling
yeah.
better now,
Yeah, you're looking good. Yeah, you're looking healthy again. I'm glad. All right, this is the great Mark Robichaux, and this song goes out to Griffin and your sister, Michelle. To Griffin and Michelle, some Boot Scootin' Boogie by request. Thank you.
Out in the country, past the city limit signs, there's a honky-tonk near the county line. The joint starts jumping every night when the sun goes down. They got whiskey, women, music, and smoke. It's where all the cowboy folk go do the boot scootin' boogie. I had a good job, I worked hard for my money. When it's quitting time, I hear the door running. I fire up my pickup request, y'all. We're going to do a double shot of Brooks and Dunn, if y'all don't mind.
Red Dirt Road in F.
I was raised off of Route 3, out past where the blacktop ends. We'd walk to church on Sunday morning, race barefoot back to Johnson's fence. It's where I first saw Mary, on that roadside picking blackberries. That summer it turned a corner in my soul, down that red dirt road. It's where I drank my first beer. It's where I found Jesus. Where I wrecked my first car. I tore it all to pieces. I learned the path to heaven is for the sinners and believers. I learned happiness on earth ain't just for high achievers. I've come to know that there's life at both ends. Red dirt road. Daddy didn't like me much, and I shackled up GTO. I'd sneak out in the middle of the night, throw rocks at a bedroom window. We turn out the headlights, drive by the moonlight, talk about what the future might hold. Down that red dirt road. It's where I drank my first beer. It's where I found Jesus. Where I wrecked my first car. I tore it all to pieces. I learned the path to heaven is for the sinners and believers. I learned happiness on earth ain't just for high achievers. I've come to know that there's life at both ends. Red dirt road. I went out into the world and I came back in. I lost Mary, oh, I got her back again. Driving home tonight feels like I found a lost friend. It's where I drank my first beer. It's where I found Jesus. Where I wrecked my first car. I tore it all to pieces. I learned the path to heaven is for the sinners and believers. I learned happiness on earth ain't just for high achievers. I've come to know that there's life at both ends. Red dirt road. Yes, I've come to know that there's life at both ends. Red dirt road. Double shot of Brooks and Dunn, y'all.
Hey, we got a great request coming up. What do y'all think about this band? Somebody give me a hee-haw. Now everybody give me a hell yeah. Now everybody look at this handsome young man on the steel guitar. Now he drinks Crown Royal. You know I'm from East Tennessee when I don't know how to say the word royal, Crown, I just say Crown Royal. And I'll tell you what, he does a great job. Spent 30 years on the road with the great George Jones. And yeah, he's a great steel guitar player. And we had a request for a damn tough song, Tom. I hope you're warmed up. Somebody might need to bring you a Crown Royal for this one. What do you think? Somebody bring him a crown. He's got to do the steel guitar rag. Going out to our friends in the back. They've been here since we started. I've been trying to get rid of them by playing all kinds of weird songs, but they're back there. We love y'all. Thanks for your kindness. They have done nothing but be good to us today, and they just asked for a song. I've only heard Tom Killen play one time, and I know that if it was anybody else that would requested it, we probably wouldn't do it. But you guys have been so damn good to us that I said, well, we'll figure it out for y'all. Featuring the great Tom Killen and this great band that for some reason tolerates me. It's called the Steel Guitar Rag. Welcome to AJ's Good Time Bar. Let's all have a damn good time here on a Friday. Welcome to Nashville. Make some noise for this band and Mr. Tom Killen, y'all.
Tom Killen on the steel guitar rag, y'all. Give it up for Tom. 30 plus years with the great George Jones. That's worth a round of applause. We should do one more drink together. We haven't done one in like 7 minutes. Y'all raise your drinks up. This is a drinking
I
establishment.
don't have one, Jason.
If you do not have a drink, please see Miss Cora behind the bar. She's our MVP. Please take care of her today. Raise them up high in the air. Come on, and get them up, get them up, get them up. This Friday night in Nashville, y'all. We're going to blow the roof off this place with an old-fashioned holler and swaller. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, holler. Now swaller. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers. Well, you said please see Cora if you need a drink. Well, I see Cora, but I still don't have a daggone drink in
Hold
my
on,
hand.
we're not alcoholics.
No. Listen. God, man, I can't believe you brought that up, Jason.
I'm still messed up because of that.
We were playing at this trashy bar the other day across the road, and this bartender comes up to me, and I swear this is a true story. She goes, "You have a band full of alcoholics." I said, "Whoa, whoa, now. I was like, I could take verbal abuse, but you can't say that out loud. Jason Chance might hear you.
I heard her say it.
Your feelings were hurt.
I was triggered. I needed a safe space after hearing
He
that.
needed an emotional support animal. I called my ex-wife, but even she couldn't support him. The thing is, we are not alcoholics, are we, Jason?
Hell no, we're not alcoholics at all. We got to put that rumor to bed before anybody gets any weird ideas. We are just old-fashioned drunks.
That's right. The kind you could trust. That's right.
We do not go to those damn meetings.
Not anymore. They won't let me bring tequila in. Now I said to hell with y'all. But you know what, Jason? I'm too busy drinking to go to meetings anyway. But I am all out of booze, so it is a good time for me to tell you. I have honestly. It's a real true story though. I am on a 12-step program. I am, and it's been working for me, and I hope it.
Mark
works for
Robichaux
anybody.
said those meetings are for quitters, by the way.
Oh, yeah, we don't quit. But no, I have been on the 12-step program, and it's been working out pretty good. It's 12 steps for me to get to the bar and back, and I've done it a lot. I just didn't have time to do it just now. So if anybody sees any tequila running around out there, bring it home to Daddy. I'm sure missing
I
it.
tell you what, Rooster. They say at the meetings we need a sponsor.
Yeah.
So we need a drink sponsor.
We do.
We need a drink sponsor.
Yeah. Well, we are alcohol-free, though. It's an alcohol-free. We're currently free of alcohol, and we accept all the free alcohol.
This band is
all
dangerously
the
low on
roadway lines.
alcohol.
We got them all. So somebody buy us a drink. Okay, here we go. Here's some Amarillo by Morning. We didn't have a fiddle with us, but we have Tom Killen, and he keeps fiddling around with my ex-wives. And there's Tom, your ride's here, buddy. It's called Amarillo by Morning in the key of D. Here's some George Strait out of Compton by request, featuring Tom Killen on a steel guitar. Just like that.
That is perfect.
This is a great George Strait song. George Strait, bless his poor little heart, he only had 60 certified Billboard #1 hits. I read a news article recently that said this song was not a number
Appreciate
one
you. Nope.
out of all those hits he had, but he said this was probably the favorite song he ever recorded.
It's probably in my top 3 of his, and I probably have a better command of his music than he does at this point. No, George Strait is probably one of my favorite country artists, and I've always loved this song. Oh, my God. All right.
That's a mercy shot.
Who's that from? Morgan and the Howdy Honey Girls. Is somebody getting married? What's her name? Jillian? Jillian, where are you from? Where? Cleveland?
Hey, Rooster, is that a shot of right call?
You know who else is from Cleveland? A football team that don't win a whole lot. Cleveland is not only known as a city of champions, it's also known as a factory of sadness. There is that. And Jillian's getting married. Let's all raise our drinks one more time for Jillian. On the count of 3, everybody holler out, hell yeah, then Swaller. 1, 2, 3, holler. Yeah, Swaller. Congratulations, Jillian. Cheers, y'all. All right, now back to the regularly scheduled program. It's called Amarillo by Sometime Tomorrow. Amarillo by morning, off from San Antonio. Everything that I've got is just what I've got on. When the sun is high in the Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo I'll be They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe. My wife became Tom Killen's girlfriend somewhere along the way. I'll be looking for rain when they pull that gate, and I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Amarillo by morning, off from San Antonio. Well, everything that I've got is just what I've got on. Well, I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Welcome to AJ's Good Time Bar. Make some noise for this band and Mr. Tom Killen. Thank you. That's right, y'all. Thank you. Hey, there's a young man over here from Texas that wanted to hear Alan Jackson's song called Small Town Southern Man, and I don't think we could get through it right. If there's another song we can do for you, sir, I'd love to do it. I don't mind to mess up some random requests, but I do not want to mess up Alan Jackson requests any more than I have to. We got some Chattahoochee and some Drive coming up, yeah. And some Marty Robbins we're going to do. But first, let's all Chattahoochee and chill. Anybody still love Alan Jackson? Yeah, we're going to do some Alan Jackson, some Marty Robbins, and then some more Alan daggone Jackson coming up for you.
This is Alan Jackson's Good Time Bar. Are y'all having a good time?
I'm
Okay.
having a good time. My request, y'all. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid Georgia asphalt got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night, a beer with the cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about living. Ever had a plan just to living for the minute. Oh, way down yonder on the shadows. She never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who it was. Lot about a living and a little about love. Lot about living, little about love. That's right. Shots. Shots to the band, Jason, why not? Come on, man. That's right, I bet you would. Or close to it. Guys, we got to do a couple more requests. Here's one originally done by Don Williams. Waylon Jennings cut it 2 different times. It was written by one of my favorite writers of all time, a guy named Bob McNeil. Now, Bob McNeil wrote Amanda. He also wrote another song called Good Old Boys Like Me, which is my favorite song of all time. He also wrote a song by the great Alan Jackson called Gone Country. But this is a beautiful song called Amanda. Big old request for this one right here. It's a love song, sort of. I've held it all inward, and God knows I've tried. It's an awful awakening in a country boy's eyes. Look in the mirror in total surprise at the hair on my shoulders and the age in my eyes. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. It's a measure of people who don't understand the pleasures of life and the ill-believing. I got my first guitar when I was 14. Well, I finally made for it. Look at me, I'm still wearing jeans. I'm never gonna grow up. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Make some noise for our dancers. What a beautiful song. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Are you Amanda? Is that your name? Isn't that a beautiful song? And thank you guys for trusting us with such a cool song. You know, a lot of people wouldn't even play that song right now because they're like, well, it's not a party song. And I'm like, no, it's a damn good song. And that's what we do. Here's another one that's not a party song. There's a million words in it. But the reason I would even tell you we'll do it is because Lightning Chance played on this song.
Oh, which one?
Big Iron.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're wondering who Lightning Chance is, I'm going to let his grandson tell you who he is.
Why me?
Yeah, why you, Jason? Tell him real quick.
Well, this is we had a request for an old Marty Robbins song, and I heard this song all my life, I guess, because the guy who played the upright bass on this song was my grandfather, Lightning Chance. He was the staff bass player at the Grand Ole Opry for a very long time, and played on all those early Marty Robbins records. And I always loved this song. They should make a movie out of this song. They really should. It's like classic old Western kind of music.
Yeah, it is, and it's one of my favorite tunes. When actually I first started playing music on Broadway back about 6 years ago, 6.5 years ago, this was actually one of the only songs I actually knew. I used to know every word of this song. I knew it all. But because my papa loved Marty Robbins so much. But the thing is, I haven't done it in so long, I forgot the damn words to it, and there's a million of them. Here we go. We're going to do it, though, Tom. By request of Marty Robbins coming at you right now. To the town of Albuquerque rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. But a stranger there amongst them had a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. Well, he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Well, in this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and those many men were dead. He's a vicious and a killer through the youth of 24, and notches on his pistol numbered 1 and 19 more. 1 and 19 more. Well, the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was related to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men who tried before were dead. 20 men that tried to take him, 20 men and made it slip. 21 would be the ranger with that big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. And the morning passed so quickly, and it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the requests. All right, here about some more Alan Jackson, big old request for some Drive. Hey, listen, Jason, this goes out to Bob Guyton. And Bob Guyton's all the way from Gadsden, Alabama. He's sitting back yonder. He had requested another one that we didn't know. And the one we didn't know, he said, man, I wish you did because I bet you would because, no, he said, because my daughter's getting married. And he said, that's actually our slow dance song at her marriage. He said, man, I understand, though. He said, it costs me $10 to hear that song, and that's my life savings. No, I'm lying. I'm messing with you, Bob. But he did say, how about this? I've got a few daughters, and I taught them all how to drive. Nice. Can you do Drive for me? Before we get into it, tell that story real quick.
Well, you know, this is probably one of our favorite songs. I know that I remember years ago when this song came out. This was one of Alan's gazillion gigantic mega hits. I knew it had something to do with his dad, but I'd never heard the story behind it until this past summer. Alan was one of the featured artists on the 4th of July Independence Day special that PBS aired. They had the big American flag back behind the stage. And, you know, Alan's a very soft-spoken guy, and he told the story of the song before he played it. And he said, you know, I wrote this song about my dad when he died, and I didn't want to write like a slow, tear-jerking, cliche kind of country song. I just wanted to write something that was reflective about my life growing up with my father. And then, of course, he played the song. It was amazing. It hit a little differently after that, especially if you got kids. You can certainly relate. So, yeah, this is Drive. We love this song.
This goes out to Bob and his daughters, and for being a good father, teaching them how to drive, and teaching them other things, too. Thank you guys for being good to us. This will be our last song tonight. Spain red. Stripe was white, was 18 feet from the bow on the stern line. Second hand from a dealer in Atlanta, I rode up with Daddy when he went there to get her. Put on the shine, put on the mold, and built that love and made for the water. Ran her for years till the transom got right. Piece of my childhood, never be forgotten. Just an old plywood boat, 75 Johnson and an electric show. A young boy, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feel. And I would turn her sharp and I make it white and say you can't beat the way an old boat rides. Just a little lake across that Alabama line, and I was king of the ocean. When Daddy let me just an old half-ton short bed 4 and 5 Uncle Bob knew back in '64. Daddy got it right 'cause the engine was smoking, couple burned valves, he had her going. He let me drive her and we'd haul off a load down a dirt strip where we had dumped trash off a big bin road. Sit up in my seat and stretch my feet out to the pedals, smiling like a hero. Just received a medal, it was just an old hand-me-down Ford, 3-speed on the column and a dent in the door. A young boy, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feel. And I would press that clutch and keep it right. He'd say, a little slower, son, you're doing just fine. Just a dirt road with trash on each side, but I was Mario and Trinity when Daddy let me drive. I'm grown up now, 3 daughters I'm on. I let them drive my old Jeep across the pasture at her home. Maybe one day they'll reach back in their file and pull out that old memory and stick a mid-slide and say, just an old worn-out Jeep, rusty old floorboards that hide on my feet. A young girl, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't Just an old plywood boy, 75 Johnson, and an electric show. Thank you, Bob. Thank you for you guys being good to us. We got Jared Ames, I think, coming up next, if he decided to get out of bed today. But Jared's one of my friends sometimes, and he is probably the best vocalist I've ever heard that imitates other great vocalists. And he'll be up here in a second. No, he does a great job. Please stick around for the next band. Thanks for being good to us. Please be good to Jared and the guys coming up. And thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Alan Jackson's Good Time Bar. Now, we'll be back here, honestly, we'll be back here. If you're still in town, we'll be here Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m., right there. Rise and shine, breakfast buffet, and everything else. But you got to get here real early for that. Thanks, y'all. We will see you on the flip side. Have a good evening here in Nashville.